So today, Interfaith Week started, which is something that we have done for the past 3 years. RWA kind of gets together all the different religious organizations on campus, do different events to kind of show the students what's available to them, and even some of the student organizations that are also religious get an opportunity to participate. And so this week, we started off with Prayer Day. As you can see behind me, we have whiteboards where students can come and write their prayers, their hopes, their dreams. Especially finals are coming up, so people are praying that those finals work out for them.
Hi, I'm Robin Israel, and I'm president of Hillel, which is who's hosting the Shabbat dinner for Interfaith Week. Shabbat dinner happens every Friday night for the Jewish people, and we basically say a blessing over some wine, bread, and then kind of like the meal we're about to have. I actually think Interfaith Week is great. It's a way for everyone to kind of see what other cultures are like and what they do and what other religions are like.
A Jewish leader writes to George Washington in 1790, 1791. Think about that for a second, right? There are Jews in the United States in the late 18th century. That's kind of remarkable, right? So this guy, Moses Sessions, writes to George Washington in 1790, 1791, and he basically says, what's going to happen to my people? We Jews who've been hunted and hounded and hated for generations in Europe, what of us? And Washington writes back in a document called A Letter to the Hebrew Congregation of Newport, Rhode Island, that I literally think every third grader in America should read. He says, my government will give to bigotry no sanction and to persecution no assistance. May the children of the stock of Abraham sit in safety under their own vine and fig, let there be none to make them afraid. He ends the document with this line, may the Lord of all mercies scatter light and not darkness. Make us useful in our unique vocations and happy in His own everlasting way.
I love celebrating the diversity of all the different religious traditions and meeting the awesome people who are passionate about their religious traditions here. And I think it's super important to have Interfaith Week on campus because I think oftentimes in our society here in America, we just tolerate differences rather than celebrating the diversity of our religious traditions. So having a space like this on campus, I hope that it sparks on deeper relationships between people of different religious groups.
I'm at the Sixth Student Association's 550th Gurudanic event. The Sixth Student Association at UIC represents a lot of things, and one of the main things I believe is interfaith. Guru Nanak started off in India with a lot of communities, and there was the Hindu community and the Muslim community. So we came up, we brought people together, we created a soul sangat that believes in equality, that agrees upon similarities between other faiths and religions, being open-minded, and I believe that's a core quality of it.
This is our Interfaith Friendsgiving. It's an annual event ever since we started our Interfaith Week. It's really just bringing people together of all different faiths to sit down and have a meal together with authentic conversation. And it's really cool to see all the different faiths that come out to support this event, to be here and bring a dish to share and maybe meet some new friends. Yeah, so we're the Catholic Newman Center, but we really serve all students at UIC. We're really open to creating community, fostering relationships with students, and really just building an authentic community where people can come and just meet really cool people.
So today we are at UIC's Faithfully Queer Stories event, part of UIC's Interfaith Week. So Faithfully Queer Stories is an event that really highlights stories from folks from the UIC community who are really thinking about sharing a story about their faith and how that intersects with their identities, sexuality and/or gender. It's a way to connect folks to the community. It's a way to create brave space for folks to share who they are in an affirming and inclusive environment.